Right, it's time for another update. Done a little bit of work. Had a play around it spraying. So that's the sills sprayed, the doors sprayed, and the front cover for the radiator, and the two fuel caps. Windscreen's just placed in to make sure it still fits. What else have we done? Tidied up the area where the intake is. Fitted the cooling slots, and on the inside, also got all the locks working now and the door shutting perfectly. I've also added now some extra pins to stop the rear clam opening, which I'll just zoom in and show you. On both sides, right, there we are, I think you can see that, is there we are, is a pull pin which comes all the way out. Just 3D printed a receptacle to go on that side and a little terry clip, and that just slides in and clips in. And I'll just lift the clam so you can see what's on the other side. So we've got exactly the same on this side. Again, pull the clip. Right, so on the inside, again, I've had 3D printed a little receptacle that the pin will come through on. So that's fairly straightforward. And that pin locates in, I've got to stand up for that, a receptacle, as you can see in that position there. And again, simple aluminium bracketry and a 3D printed receptacle for it to slide into. Well, that completes that bit. The doors, I've now trimmed the inside as well. Painted various bits black, and I've added the internal door release. That's quite simple to operate, so that's nice and neat inside. My paintwork is not perfect. Yeah, a little bit of orange peel in places, but what the hell, I've done it myself and that's what interests me. So that's where we're at the moment. One thing you've got to remember is that you've got to push the pins in, otherwise if you leave them out and shut the door, you're going to wreck it. So I'll leave them out for the moment. The door's shut very nicely now. You have to slam them though. But yeah, gaps aren't too bad, could be better, but I'm not a professional. So there we are, that's up to date. Lots more things to do. We'll update you more in the future. Once again, thanks for watching. Oh, one last bit. You may have noticed I've added a couple of fans, actual internal, whatever they're called, fans, one either side, and they will blow directly over the exhaust, just to keep it cool, either in traffic or maybe running all the time, not sure which. The intake, there we are, I'm not exactly happy with that at the moment, so I may change that around. Yeah, may put a gauze all the way down. I think that may be the answer. So there we go. I've also now added the water seal for the door. I've added an aluminium angle plate down here, which will rivet onto that, and that allows me to bring the seal all the way down. That pushes up against that first surface there, and then we've got one here with a slight angle which goes underneath, and then again I've added an aluminium angle, which I'll I'll lift this end so you can see what I've done. There we go. Aluminium angle, which is screwed along there, and then a rubber seal all the way along, which meets underneath the door. There we are, up underneath there. There we go. So that gives us a nice watertight seal. Once again, thank you very much for watching.